Grandson of Prahlada and a devotee of Vishnu, though a king of Rakshasa, he ruled with righteousness and the welfare of the subjects at heart. Having agreed to give in charity 3 paces of land to Vishnu, who came in the form of a young Vatu to beg for charity, let us see in this video how Bali Chakravarti keeps his promise to the young boy. At the beginning of Treta Yuga, a great battle was fought in which Devas won a victory. After the death of Hiranyakashipu, Prahlada became the king of the earthly kingdom. His son Virochana and wife Devamba had a son Bali. Bali married Vindhyavali, the daughter of a saint. To attain the strength of Devas, he went to the forest to perform austerity. Pleased by Bali's rigorous tapas, Brahma appeared before him. Bali pleaded thus, "Grant me the boon of immortality and the strength of Indra." Brahma granted his prayer. Soon after Bali returned from the forest, which had given him great power, Bali was coronated. Since fear and anxiety took hold of Indra when he heard of the growing strength of the Danavas, he did not attend the coronation. Danavas became bold and courageous after Bali became their king. Shukracharya, the renowned wise ascetic, was appointed as the chief priest and advisor to the king. The first task before Bali was to subdue the kings and make them obey him, as some of the kings were selfish and wicked. Having assessed the condition, Bali came to Prahlada for consultation. Prahlada said, "Child, under the circumstances now, both courage and forgiveness are needed. If a king always displays his power to punish them, his subjects oppose him like men who are frightened at the sight of a serpent. Therefore, you should be forgiving even as you are strong, bold, and courageous. Arrogance is never good for anyone." Keeping in mind what his grandfather said, he conquered the whole world and became the emperor. After his conquest of the world, as suggested by Shukracharya, he agreed to perform the Vishwajit sacrifice in such a way that the wealth is properly distributed among the subjects. In addition, Shukracharya also asked for 2 gifts: establish righteousness among the Danavas and practice the virtue of charity and try to reduce poverty in the world. Bali promised to fulfill both his desires. Bali warned the Daityas thus, "Shed the path of violence and earn a good name by following the path of righteousness. The unrighteous will be punished severely." Peace and plenty prevailed everywhere. Now it was time for Bali to invade heaven. Fleeing from the battlefield, the Devas ran for their lives and sought the advice of Brihaspati, his preceptor, who asked them to go underground. After celebrating the occasion as his coronation in heaven, Bali returned to his capital on the earth. The next day, Shukracharya said to Bali, "O king of Danavas, the 3 worlds, the earth, the underworld, and the heaven are yours. To retain this overlordship permanently, you should perform 100 Ashwamedha Yagas, horse sacrifices." Bhrugukacha, situated to the north of Narmada, was selected as the site for the performance of the sacrifices. Meanwhile, Indra came to the hermitage to his mother Aditi Devi, situated at the bottom of the Meru mountain. Aditi and Kashyapa, the father of the Devas, moved by their condition, went to Brahma. Brahma asked them to worship Vishnu and that only Vishnu can vanquish Bali and bless you. Aditi's tapas was extraordinary. After a rigorous penance, when Lord Narayana appeared before her, she asked Narayana to be born as her son and defeat Bali. Narayana said, "Since Bali is righteous and truthful, we have to use some indirect method. I shall take my birth as Vamana, your son." In Bhrugukacha, on completion of 1 more sacrifice, Bali would earn the merit to permanently install as Indra. The Danavas, who were righteous in the beginning, had become vain and insolent, due to which there were unexpected calamities on the earth now hinting Bali's end. Shukracharya approached Bali, asked him not to gift Vishnu if he comes there. Bali was not pleased with this and said that he had vowed to give charity. Even as they were speaking, a little bachelor of about 8 years, with his face shining, holding an umbrella, with a plait of hair hanging at the back of his head, wearing a sacred thread and dhoti, he looked as though he had combined all branches of knowledge in his young body. He was taking his steps towards Bali. The young ascetic addressed Bali and said, "O King Bali, let auspicious things happen to you, and that you must give me a gift suitable for this sacrifice." Bali turned to his queen and asked her to bring holy water in a golden jug. After washing his feet, they offered flowers and sandalwood paste and worshipped him. He asked, "Who are you?" and ask whatever you desire. The young ascetic said, "O king, I am the son of Kashyapa and my name is Vamanamurti. My preceptor Bharadwaja needs a few paces of land to perform the religious rites of Agnihotra, and therefore I ask you to give me only 3 paces of land to be measured by my feet. That will satisfy me." Bali burst with laughter and asked, "What do you gain from this? At least ask for more land." Vamanamurti said, "O king, my work will be fulfilled with the grant of my request. Therefore make me the gift of the 3 paces of land that I ask." Bali replied, "Well, let me fulfill your desire." At this point, Shukracharya warned him about Vaman being Vishnu and that Bali should take back his words of gifting Vamana anything, which Bali did not agree with. Bali then walked straight to Vamana with the golden jug full of water and said, "Deva, I am ready to give. Extend your hand and receive it." Vamanamurti now grew from height to height. He now measured from his first foot all the empire of Bali on earth and the underworld. He then measured Bali's empire in heaven with his second step and asked Bali where he should take his third measure. "O Lord of the world, please place your third step on my head and be pleased to accept it in fulfillment of my promised gift." Vamana agreed to Bali's request. Bali was discharged from his debt. People who witnessed this shouted, "King of devotees, the soldier of charity, Emperor Bali, honored of the world." Tears of joy flowed down their eyes. Vamana gave the 3 worlds he had received as a gift to Indra. The Devas praised Vamana in their happiness and Bali for his charity. Vamana addressed Bali in the presence of all and said, "Danavendra, I give you the kingdom of Sutala in the world. You may ask one more boon." Bali said, "Though I go to Sutala in the underworld, I cannot forget the subjects of my erstwhile kingdom on earth. Therefore let me see the happiness of my subjects at least once a year." From then, men and women smear their bodies with oil and bathe and wear new clothes on that day. In the central hall of every home, they draw beautiful figures with powder of rice in different colors and worship Bali and his wife Vindhyavali. They build 7 forts out of clay or cow dung and worship King Bali. At night, every home and temple is lighted with lamps in rows. Bali's kingdom is remembered and people shout with joy, "Let the ideal kingdom of Bali dawn at the earliest on earth."